Hello everyone, you have come to Tata Comic Preview channel. Let read together. Have fun. She had told them everything, every little detail, well, except the part about her and Zhuo Fan separating because of it, going to different sections. Whether it was telling her story, or Zhuo Fan's, she always had that reminiscing smile. It was then that I knew this man was far from dead inside. He is only holding himself back, is all. The path he threads is destined to be cruel and cold. So how could I want to be an obstacle? That's why I left, so that he would never fall into such despair again after what happened to Ning. If he is safe, I will be content. Xu Qingchang smiled at Shui Ruohua. I'm so happy to find that he still cares about me. That's why I was glad when he asked senior sister about me. The girls were taken aback. They would never have imagined a cruel and cold demonic cultivator like Zhuo Fan would go through such pain and agony. When Ning woke up, he did not cling to her, but let her go for her own good. Xu Qingcheng had made the same choice then as well, all for him. They all sensed that even by walking different paths, righteous and demonic, they were actually so similar. To them, the factions had no meaning, not when they knew each other completely. The girls instantly had the desire to play matchmaker. Yun Shuang and Yongning lowered their bashful heads, coming to see just how little they knew Zhuo Fan compared to Xu Qingcheng. What right did they have to be with him? Xian Xiaoyu had long since been grinding his teeth in silence. The two had too many deep memories. It was impossible to make her forget about that bastard. So what was left to be said about his chances? I see. So that's why Edifice Lord Chu does not cling to him, because you trust him completely. Xie Tianshang sighed, but by the looks of it, he will always be conflicted. Which is more important, the demonic path or love? This will be his final trial. I only hope he will be able to overcome it quickly and get stronger with it. That way I can also follow my goal by following him forever. The girls raised an eyebrow. That's some bromance. Xie Tianshang noticed their quirky looks and was baffled. What, did I say something wrong? Outside of Mystical Heaven Sect's courtyard, in a remote corner, stood a tall man, Zhuo Fan. Ever since Xie Tianshang entered, he had been standing here for 6 hours. He only wanted to see him come out, proving that Xu Qingcheng was all right. Whoosh. Someone flashed behind him and said in a familiar tone, spreading a strong scent of alcohol. You just can't let her go, can you? Zhuo Fan looked back to see the drunk Dan Qingshan smiling at him. Senior, how are you still here? Zhuo Fan asked. Dan Qingshan said. I told you, there's no place that can bar me on these lands. I can go wherever I want. What, you have a problem with people coming from behind? No, you can do what you wish. Zhuo Fan's face twitched. Dan Qingshan gave him a long look, then snickered. Why does love exist in this world? To teach people about the meaning of life? Kid, if you want that lass, just go get her. What's there to be conflicted about? Senior, please don't joke. You know as well that, this isn't my path. Zhuo Fan sighed inside. Dan Qingshan nodded. Oh, quite true. That only means you're fickle. You had 2 girls, and now you got a 3rd one. You don't deserve her. What about all those bachelors? Leave some for them. Senior, don't joke. You know what I mean. Zhuo Fan's face twitched again, and he sighed. I walk the demonic path, a dead road filled with cruelty and no emotions. How can I let emotions take me? If I do, it will harm me and especially her. So why bother? The past is a living testament to that. Dan Qingshan gave him a long look then said, then what are you standing around here for? Since you're dead inside, kill all emotions. Standing out here, spying on a girl's window is doing neither of you any good. Senior is right, but after all that has happened, I just can't let go. Zhuo Fan sighed, I never owed anyone a favor, I have only had others owe me. The minute I owe someone, it would be very hard to pay it back. Dan Qingshan grinned. A story. I just love stories. Come here and tell me. Maybe I can help you solve your troubles. All right. It's my fortune to have seniors care. Zhuo Fan began narrating the seven houses conflicts, the esoteric debate, in every detail. Saving Ning was my problem. She had nothing to do with it. In the end, she was forced to go to Mystical Heaven sect so I could save Ning. I don't even know what kind of conditions she had to accept either. I just don't know when I will ever be able to return the favor. If I don't, then I will never know peace for as long as I live. Zhuo Fan shook his head. Dan Qingshan turned serious as well, a strange girl indeed. To save your friend she trapped herself. Now I understand why you regarded Lu Xia's attack as if he attacked your friends. This is a heavy debt. The only way I can see it returned is if you give your heart and soul for her. Hey, senior, I'm a demonic cultivator here. Yeah. A dead and cruel path, yada yada. Dan Qingshan said casually, then turned solemn. Kid, I may not be a demonic cultivator and don't understand your way, but all paths lead to the truth, the Tao. That, at least, I do know. Even on the emotionless and cruel path, you need to feel first before you can squash your emotions. How else can you remove something that wasn't there to begin with? Just like us righteous cultivators who pursue justice, where would justice be if not for evil? How would you know justice without understanding evil? Here's an example. That universal righteous sect, they just love preaching justice left and right, but how many do you think are aware of what that even means? Is justice fighting some demonic cultivators? That's not even breaking the surface. Zhuo Fan pondered, having noticed the wisdom but had yet to unravel its profound meaning. It seemed there was a thick shroud covering his sight, never lifting. Kid. Dan Qingshan sighed, you have so many girls around you, yet only that lass is a bit special. I thought you were serious about her, but after hearing your story, I'm having second thoughts. Do you feel guilty about her, or is it really love? Zhuo Fan frowned and shook his head. I do not know. You're still naive. Dan Qingshan shook his head, then let this old man teach you. Close your eyes and recall that perfect moment of bliss and happiness. Zhuo Fan did so and relaxed, his mind at peace. Through the stream of memories, he only found two that fit the old man's question. I have two peaceful memories. One is in the All-Beast mountain range, with Ning and Xia Tianyang. 3 people's happiness. Dan Qingshan shook his head, but they are nothing more than your precious friends. That's not the one. There's no such thing as happiness between 3 people. One always finds himself a third wheel. Then there's the other, in a rundown house. How many? Dan Qingshan asked. 2. Man? Woman? Woman? Who is she? Dan Qingshan shouted now. Zhuo Fan opened his eyes and his face grew grave. Dan Qingshan laughed, that one is where your heart is. Whether or not it is this lass, only your heart knows. Dan Qingshan was gone with that last laugh, leaving Zhuo Fan alone and sighing. What am I supposed to do?